Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive?
Always ready to dive in.
Awesome. So today we're tackling a really intriguing concept. It's the idea that essentially you are your environment.
Ooh, that's a good one. I like where this is going.
Right. And we've got this fascinating excerpt that explores it in depth. It really makes you think about how much our surroundings influence who we are.
Yeah, I was just reading that. Really gets you thinking, huh?
Absolutely. Imagine, like, if you could actually grasp how interconnected we are with our environment. It could change your whole perspective on everything, from personal growth to how you arrange your furniture.
No kidding. Even little things, right?
Totally. So the main point is that it's not just a one-way street. It's not just that our environment shapes us. It's this constant back and forth.
Yeah, we shape it right back, don't we? It's a two-way street.
Exactly.
Like, think about it. Everything from the culture we're raised in to, who we hang out with every day to the places we actually live in, all of that stuff shapes who we become. It's pretty powerful when you stop and think about it.
It really is. I mean, like someone growing up surrounded by, say, artists and musicians,
Oh, yeah.
like they're not just exposed to art and music, right? The whole environment is different.
Totally. It's in the air.
Yeah.
That creative energy, it just seeps in. It'd be hard not to be influenced by that, to have that spark lit inside you.
Right. So are we talking like nature versus nurture? Or is it more complicated than that?
It's definitely both. They're intertwined. They're both working together to shape who we are. It's this beautiful, complex interplay.
I love that. It's like nature and de-nurture.
Exactly. And get this whole back and forth thing, it goes even deeper. It's not just about our environment shaping us, but our internal state, our thoughts and feelings. They can actually be reflected in our external world, too.
Whoa, what do you mean?
Okay, so think about the classic example. A messy room.
Oh, no. Busted.
Right. Now, it's not always the case, but sometimes, a cluttered space, it can be a sign of a cluttered mind, like feeling overwhelmed or disorganized inside.
Okay, that makes total sense. It's like your outer world mirroring your inner world.
Yeah, and on the flip side, some people need that super organized, minimalist space to thrive. It's like they need that external order to feel balanced internally.
I can see that. Different strokes for different folks.
For sure. And this leads us to something super interesting, the social and emotional aspect of all this. Have you ever noticed how, your mood can totally shift after hanging out with certain people?
All the time. Like some people just drain your energy and others.
Exactly. It's the energy of our social environment at play, impacting us. Toxic environments, they breed negativity. It's almost contagious.
Ugh, yeah, like a bad cold.
But surrounding yourself with positive, supportive people, that fuels your growth, feeds your soul. It's just like the excerpt says.
It's like we're sponges, soaking it all up.
We are. So it's not just the physical space that matters, it's the emotional atmosphere too.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So we've talked about our personal environment, but what about the bigger picture? Like culture and society?
That's huge too. And the excerpt talks about this, like with individualistic versus collectivist cultures.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
So in individualistic cultures, it's all about, standing out, achieving things as an individual. But in collectivist cultures, it's about the group. Harmony, working together, the well-being of the whole.
It's wild how those values are just ingrained in everything, from how people talk to how they make decisions.
Right. And most of the time, we're not even aware of it. It's just how we do things.
Yeah, it really shows you how connected everything is. So if we're talking about this big interconnected web, where does the environment, like the planet, fit into all of this?
That's the ultimate connection. We're not just connected to our immediate surroundings, but to the whole planet. Everything we do, from what we buy to how we get rid of stuff, it all impacts the environment. And then that environment impacts us right back, good or bad.
Whoa. Okay, so we've got to create a positive personal environment, but we also have a responsibility to the whole planet. That's a lot.
It is a lot, but it's also amazing. We have the power to shape our world. And in doing that, we shape ourselves.
That's so empowering.
Right. And even small changes like cutting down on pollution, buying sustainable products, those things can have a ripple effect.
So cool. This whole concept just makes me think about those big ideas like systems thinking.
Yeah, I see that.
Everything's connected. And existentialism, we create meaning through our choices and actions within our environment.
It all ties together, doesn't it? We are not separate. We're constantly shaping and being shaped by our surroundings.
So if we're constantly shaping our environment and it's shaping us right back, that means taking care of ourselves and taking care of our planet are really two sides of the same coin.
That's a great way to put it.
We are our environment, It sounds so simple, but it's so profound.
It really is, and it begs the question, if we truly embody our environment, what does your current environment say about you? What changes do you want to make?
Wow. Okay, I'm going to have to think about that one. That's something for all of us to ponder. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive, everybody. We hope you enjoyed exploring this fascinating concept with us.
See you next time.